Hello everybody, Drew here, tip of the Mitt Flips, where I'm a stay-at-home dad and a part-time eBay reseller. And every 100 subscribers is a giveaway. So if you're watching, make sure to subscribe so you have a chance to win. And I think only like 15 subs to go. So, yeah, it's a thought. Subscribe, yeah. And I never say this, but if you care, I'm not somebody who does this, but there's like the bell notification where if you want to know exactly when my videos come out, you'll get a notification. I'm not that person. I like to watch YouTube when I'm watching YouTube, but if you want to know, that's how you find out. This is officially my worst sales week of the year. Kind of a bummer. Have I changed anything that I'm doing? No. Except for one thing, I have my minimum amount of listings per day, and then after I get those done, I've been coming in the garage and cherry picking what I think is an expensive item. Am I right every time? Because I don't know what half the things in here are worth. I buy them usually because they're cheap, or I know that they're going to be worth more than I paid, but I don't know exactly, and some stuff's a complete surprise. Like today, the thing I cherry picked was this rear Harley seat, which has unfortunately a tiny little tear, and with Harley seats, it's condition. Unless it's like the very, very old, rare vintage. Even then, most people are more likely to get a refurbished one than to buy a junked out one or one that's damaged. It ended up only being worth about $25, but that's what I've been doing. I make sure I got my listings done for the day, and then I cherry pick what I think is an expensive item. That's the only thing I've changed. Beyond that, it will work itself out. I am not worried. It's just not fun when it happens. I did have a viewer comment / question. A comment I'm going to turn into a question. I mentioned in a video a little bit ago that I added a video when I was complaining about auctions, eBay auctions, which I had somebody in the comments mention that because they have a new store, they can only do auctions. They later deleted their comment, so I think maybe they found out that maybe that's not accurate, but I don't know. It's been so long since I opened my account, I have no idea what opening a new account looks like. So if you've recently opened an account, let me know how many free listings comes with your account and what your options are. Because when I started, I liked the system when I started. It was, you got 25 free listings, buy it now listings. And then I think you did get additional auction, but I didn't do auctions, but maybe not. I don't remember. It's been a long time. And then what would happen is once you use up those 25, you could contact eBay and say, look I have a store. I figured out the system. And they would go, okay. They would look at it real quick and they'd approve you for like 25 more. And that was always the process. And then what would happen is you would get sent free listing bonuses. You know, like, oh, 25 free listings in this category, 25 free listings, period. And you'd get sent those, and you'd get these little bumps every now and then. And then eventually you would open a store. They've done away with the free listing handout type of situation, I think. But again, anybody who's recently opened a store, let me know how that all looks, because I have no clue. It's many years ago. And so the viewer, I had mentioned I put a video in one of my listings. I got sidetracked in auctions. Excuse me, sir. And this is from Tony Miranda 917. I'm not sure if that's Tony and Miranda or if your last name is Miranda, but Tony Miranda 917. Excuse me, sir. Did you say you did a video for that Bulova clock radio? Yes, I did. You can do videos on your eBay listings? Yes, you can. Am I late to the party? Yes, you are. You've been able to do it for a long time. But before, you used to have to put them into the coding through HTML, and it was a bit of a hassle. You'd have to upload it to YouTube, then get the coding. There was a website where you could just enter your YouTube video and transfer it over. None of that matters, because you don't have to do that anymore. They streamlined the system. Am I late to the party? Yes, you are. Missed the memo? Yes, you did. I'm currently watching your vid. I just had to comment right away. Well, Tony Miranda 917, I will, throughout this video, put in a tutorial on how to do that on your phone and from the computer. Future Drew here. This will be the fastest tutorial you have ever seen because I made an assumption that eBay, you could post video onto your listings from the computer and from your phone. I made that assumption because why can't you? Again, eBay, colossal oversight, mistake, being oblivious to the fact that we live in 2023, oblivious to the fact that I think most people, I don't know the exact numbers, this is just an assumption, list from their phone. I list almost 100% from my phone. Most people I know list from their phone. Why can't you put a video from your phone instead of having to take a video from my phone, put it on my computer, then put it on a listing? Just an unwillingness to modernize their system. It doesn't make any sense. I won't go on a rant. I will, though, show you how to add a video to your eBay listing from your computer. To sidebar from that, because I'll put it in sporadically through the video. Future Drew do that because today I have to get ready for tomorrow is Cadence's birthday party, and my house is going to be infested with preteen girls. And I use that word on purpose, infested with preteen girls. There's no other way to describe it. And Jen has to work. So it's just me and preteen girls and the other children. Yay! So it's very straightforward and self-explanatory. I have a listing here for something I have scheduled to drop tomorrow. This adorable pattern for a, I don't know, moo-moo, what are these called? And just in your photo section where you'd add photos, there's a spot where you can, right here, upload video. And you can either drag and drop. So I could either drag and drop this video over to here, which of course I will not add. I will delete this. We don't need a clip of an aha video. Drag and drop, or you could click on it and then go and open up your files and add it. Very, very simple, very moronic that you can't do this exact same thing. And you see it already uploaded, and it does go under review. When they first added this option, it took up to 48 hours. I think that has gotten much faster. I'm not really sure how long, and I haven't timed it. I will go ahead and delete this so I don't actually forget and leave that in the listing. But very easy. Should be able to do it from your phone. But again, they got their heads so far up their butts. Sorry to be so frank, but it doesn't make any sense to not be able to do it directly from your phone. As far as getting the video from your device to your computer, there are too many devices and too many different computers and programs. You will need to look up, if you need help, an individual tutorial for what camera or phone you're using. For most people, it's again pretty straightforward. So I hope that's helpful, and unfortunately, you still can't do it from your phone. And also, on that note, before I start pulling orders, I do want to apologize to everybody out there. I know my videos have been lacking in helpful substance. I haven't done tip of the days very often lately. I just haven't done general how-tos lately. It's just, I'm very busy. That should even out soon. Unfortunately, a week later than I thought, because school does not start on Monday here. It starts next Monday. There's places that are going to be in school for a month before my kids start school. That really put a bump in my timeline of plans, but I have lots of stuff on the back burner, which is in my brain. I will get back to adding helpful tips to each video, or as many as I can. Just time is really against me. So I am sorry for that. I'm aware that I have, I don't want to say let you guys down, but let myself down. I have let myself down with the amount of quality information I've been putting in my videos, and I promise I will correct that very soon. First thing going out, A2 is a set of 3 Pyrex coffee mugs, milk glass coffee mugs, and this is another one of those so weird I used my magic brain powers to sell something. For the set of those, $10.99 plus shipping. I went through and I looked where they were all at. I almost pulled out this set and this one and these ones back here. And I was going to pull out all of the glassware, the smaller Pyrex mugs, glassware, these little cups back here. They're like, I don't know, soy sauce cups or something. I was going to pull those all out 2 days ago and put them on Marketplace for this set, I was gonna say like $5, because even on eBay, $10.99 plus shipping, $5 is about the same amount, which I probably could have and should have, and then it sold immediately. Weird. Not saying I did it with my brain, but I did it with my brain. Next up, it's a set of hats, vintage 1982 snapbacks, and they are blanks. And I cannot believe it took this long to sell these. It really blows my mind that, you know, a baseball team that needed hats to print on or whatever, you know, family reunion, that this lot of hats didn't sell, and I ended up having to reduce the price quite a bit. I think it was listed $74.99 free ship. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for 8 hats. So that's cheap. $10 free ship per hat ish. But I ended up accepting an offer, or they were just on sale after I'd reduced the price once. $52.19 free shipping. I did only pay 25 cents a piece. That's great. But these are, you know, true vintage snapback hats. It really boggled my mind that somebody didn't want to buy those in bulk, or even like a niche t-shirt shop, vintage shop, to put their own logo on. I was really surprised it took that long. I got those at the beginning of last summer. I think it was one of the first sales I went to last summer. If it wasn't for that sale though, whew, today would have been not even worth turning the camera on. And then next up, it says A3, but I know that's not true. It's not there, but it's a Ghostbusters plasma gun, proton blaster, and I got those retail arbitrage for $1. I had at one point, I think like 10 of them. I hope I have one in storage. I very much hope I have one in storage, because that's where I would keep 2 here and the rest out in storage. I thought I brought them all here, so hopefully I got one left out there that I just didn't notice. No. $15.65 free shipping. Not a ton of money, but when you get them for $1, would you have passed on those for $1? No. Even if I had just bought them and gave them as gifts or something. I often will pick up super cheap, like $1 or $2 toys in the clearance aisle at Walmart, and then I'll list them, and if they don't sell, I don't care, because then when my kids get invited to a random birthday party, or I get invited to a random kid's birthday party, I just pull out a gift. Here you go. It's really great. If they sell, great. If they don't, I paid $1 for a birthday gift. And then last thing going out, A5 is a limited edition puzzle. A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And A5, I got to get my head right. I keep doing this. Speaking of retail arbitrage, I got 2 of these. They are Ninja Turtles 2 Secret of the Ooze Super Shredders from NECA. And I got these for $7 each. All of that NECA stuff, the stuff that's like in the games section of your local Walmart, all the figures, blowout sales. But that's because the market's crashing on all those things. People thought those were collectibles. If you can buy it at Walmart, it's not a collectible. End of story. There's not, Pokemon cards, sure. But outside of when there was the Pokemon boom, you still gotta wait 5 years for the price to appreciate. It doesn't happen in a day. It screwed up the markets so bad. People thought everything to the moon forever. That's not how it works.
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
But I don't care. I'm aware of the timeline. So things like that I can buy and hold on to. But that's a whole side story. If you want to buy them for yourself and you've been holding off because they're expensive, check now, because most of them are on blowout prices, because like Funko Pops, they're going to zero. They will be worth less than retail for 20 years. But speaking of something I sold, I got this puzzle recently at actually a friend of mine's garage sale. I think I paid $1 for it. I might have paid $2. If I paid $2, I paid too much. $8.99 plus shipping. They paid a ton of shipping, but I think it's because it's going to the far west coast, like Oregon or something like that. I did go to a big charity sale today, but because of the hectic weekend, I actually had to have my dad come sit with the kids real quick so I could run to this thing. I wasn't able to film. I was just running through trying to find as much as I could. I will be going over the stuff I got in next video. That might be the whole video depending on how long it is. And I am going to go back tomorrow if I have a sitter for long enough, because of course there's a birthday party and preteen, so unlikely. Probably won't even get to go. I'll try to film. I like filming garage sales. I don't really like editing the videos. I'll figure that out before next summer. I have to find a way to do more of those. And I will be doing, I've had this question a bunch. I will be doing some thrift videos, in the store thrift videos this winter, because the schedules work. And so I'll have many days where I pick up Thea from school, and then I have a few hours until the other kids get home. So I think I'm going to get into a routine of I pick her up, we go to Salvation Army. The next day I pick her up, we go to the Goodwill. Next day I pick her up, we go to a different spot. That kind of thing. I think maybe that'll be our little thing, our little after school activity. Throw her a snack in a juice box. I think it'll be a good time. At the very least, I hope she doesn't like lose her mind and hate me for it. Well, that's gonna be all for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. Subscribe, share, and be good to each other. Just really neat. Hey, little feet. Do they ever really fix things? I have no idea what this is. What do I care? Let go. I'm good at this.